Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for coming by the channel once again to see some more Captain Tsubasa Dream Team. I'm the homie Nako, bringing in this video an analysis of several transfers that are available right now. It is now the beginning of the 6th anniversary for the global release of the game. I know it's been a couple of days since the anniversary started. I just didn't have a chance to set the time to record anything, so I'm coming to you a few days late. Dreamfest came about and I didn't make a video for that, so I'm gonna go ahead. The transfer's still on, so I'm gonna go ahead and still make an analysis on that. Hopefully you just haven't pulled, by the time that you watch this video, that you just haven't pulled just on every transfer that's come out, just because. And make sure that you are managing your dream balls. Okay, so some of the tips that I will give you is, remember, every anniversary, we're just getting started. You don't have to get all crazy with it. You don't have to get like, okay, I'm just gonna start pulling on everything or whatever. Because from what I've been seeing a few posts here and there where people are posting their pull results and everything, and they're pulling on both the Japanese banner and the Brazil banner. But why? I saw people pulling on the Dreamfest banner. Why? I saw people pulling on that one supposed like special banner that they have on right now, spending about like 200 or 250 dream balls. That was all that they had for the anniversary. Even though throughout these videos, if you've been watching, I've been telling you guys, remember, manage your dream balls, hold up, and a lot of you guys didn't do that. Why? I don't know. But wasting 250 dream balls on well, you'll see the banner that I'm going to talk about, right, where you could possibly get Morisaki or Natureza and all this other stuff. The only thing with that is that, like, we know that Dream Collection Ken is coming around, so pulling for Morisaki in that banner doesn't seem like a wise idea. And then especially, even if you just have 250 dream balls, it was not going to guarantee anything anywhere, basically. But yeah, look, there's a lot of transfers going on, there's a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully some of you have shown some patience. Another tip is that you always have to hold up for a little bit. Always analyze your team, always check to see what your needs are. Don't just get too excited and start pulling, and the next thing you know, a player that you truly need comes around, and now you don't have any dream balls because you've just been spending them unwisely on all of the transfers that have been popping up. So let's go over everything that's out right now. It is December 3rd. As you see, I am without my glasses. I went to a show last night, an all-day festival, and I lost them. So, oh well, it was fun, but it happens. Okay, so I'm going to start first with reminding you to like, comment, subscribe, and then I'm going to pull here my free transfer from the Big Thanks. That's another thing to look out for this anniversary, this global anniversary, is that now they're not giving the Big Thanks as tickets. So you cannot just log in and get them and accumulate them, but now you actually have to log in and play the game so that you could make sure that you make your pool daily before it expires for the day and you miss out on your chance. Okay, so Big Thanks for nothing right there. We have the Japan national team transfer right there. We have the Brazil national team transfer right there. This is the one that I was talking about, 6th anniversary transfer, and we'll go through that as well. The Dream Festival is still going on. I already talked about this one. Remember, on this one, when I made the video for this, I mentioned there's a lot of days and a lot of time on this transfer. You do not have to pull right away. And even though I'm not necessarily satisfied with the player cards that contain the bond on these because of their bond conditions, I will still hold off on pulling on this transfer yet, because there's still a lot of days there. It's all about managing your dream balls, managing your resources, and making sure that you can maximize your opportunities to get something that will be useful for your team. Okay, so I'm going to start off from down here, because this one has 4 days left, well, including the 24-hour period, so it'll be almost roughly 5 days. And from here, like I said, hopefully you haven't pulled, but I have seen some people that have pulled on here for whatever reason. And I thought that with the release of Nita being the card that was introduced for this Dreamfest, I thought it would make it a lot easier for a lot of people to skip, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people did. But for some reason, some people still pulled, and I don't get it. Right here, he's all right. The 20k in shot is pretty cool, but the power is relatively low. Keep in mind that right now, Misaki and Natureza are both around 20k shot and about 17k in power. 17. And the newest Schneider, I think, has like 21 in shot and about 18 in power. So as you can see, that's significantly better than here. He does have this for the 20% increase, but again, Natureza has 20 and 17 with an increase using the full power. So that's still going to be significantly higher than with the boost that he gets with this. Now, what else does he get? Okay, I guess sharp angle shooter. This might be alright. This is not his best volley, but I guess it might do okay. It's like whatever. And this, I guess, what's gonna help him is that he has a sharp angle shooter, and that he has this, right? His speed is cool, but defensively he's just all right. He's pretty good offensively in terms of dribbling and passing. The only problem, well, not the only problem, one of several problems that this Nita has is that the only 1-2 skill that he has available, oh no, he should have a second one, but I don't think there's an S rank for it. The only S rank skill that I remember that he has for the 1-2 is along with Misaki. I know that he has one, I think, with Ken. However, I'm not sure that you could perform that 1-2 if you have Ken as a goalkeeper. And I don't remember if that's even available as an S rank. But I know for sure, for a fact, 100% he has one with Misaki. And that's the only 1-2 skill that he has available. So, I have a big issue with a lot of forwards that only have access to a dribble and a shot, just much like the Schneider, because that makes them less effective and much easier to guess when using them on the field. Okay, so this Nita's not necessarily bad, but he's just all right, but not good enough to make him worth pulling, I don't think. See, even this Pierre right here, 20k and 14k. The 14k is lower than what Natureza and Misaki has, but it's still higher than what Nita has. Not only that, Nita only boosts himself 10% from the low flying shot skills, and right here you see Pierre has a 30% boost. That's significant. So not only does he have higher stats right here, but he also has a much higher momentum increase. Okay, so that will make a huge difference, and I think for the time being, there's not a goalkeeper that can stop him with this, until we see DC Ken. We just know that Dream Collection Ken is coming. We don't know how good he's gonna be, but I will have enough dream balls to pity him. So yes, one way or another, he's gonna end up on my squad. But that's me, because I've been managing my dream balls. I've been saving up. I've been talking about this. Only pull when necessary. Only pull when you need. And I skipped a lot of Dreamfest. I skipped a lot of Dream Collections. And when I did decide to pull, I stayed disciplined, and like I mentioned most of the time before, my strategy was, or my thought process was 150 to 300. Then I kind of shifted a little bit to make it about 250 minimum when I pulled on Dream Festival or Dream Collection, only to be able to get one of the ability limit release tokens. However, I wasn't satisfied with a lot of these transfers, so I didn't want to just pull, and I wanted to save up, as you see here, as many as possible for what is this moment. The anniversary is here, 2005. I have either a Dream Collection or a Dreamfest secured, and then, or maybe I could even have both, because I'm pretty sure I'm still going to accumulate some more Dream Balls with the gifts and the events and all that stuff that they're giving. So I think I'm all right. And it's the first time I ever reached 2,000, over 2,000 Dream Balls saved up for my main account. So I'm really excited about that. So I hope you didn't pull here. You shouldn't pull here. Now this one seems kind of cute for a little bit, right? The only thing is that since I'm not putting on here, I don't want to assume that just because the first step is 30 dream balls, does that mean the second step is 40%? I'm sorry, 40 dream balls? Or is it 30? You see, like right here, right? Tell you that the first one is 30 dream balls for the first step. Then after that, it doesn't say, so I don't know if it's 30, 50, 50, and 50, so 180 for a full rotation, or is it 30, 40, 50, and 50 for 170? Right? And the thing is that yes, you get some probabilities for SSRs and stuff like that. The only thing is that it's a 330 player pool. 330 players available. You know, and it's a sizable pool. It's gonna be very difficult, I think, to possibly get these target players that you have. They try to tempt you with putting some of these players, some rather useful ones, available for pitting. But however, I will not be pitting this one. Even this Natureza, even though he's still good for now, we don't know how good he's still going to be, I guess, once this Ken is released. Ken should be coming December, I think I saw it was December 8th, December 9th, something like that. And as you see here, all of these transfers have several days in them. Several days, and they'll still be running after that. So if you were desperate for a goalkeeper, why are you pulling here? Hold on and wait for Ken. And if you're like, Nako, well, I didn't know, Nako. Well, for this type of game, you have to keep up with news either through my channel, through other channels, YouTube, their Discord, all kinds of stuff. You should be paying attention to these things. Subasa.im especially as well, because that's going to give you information regarding new stuff that comes out. So wait. Patience is key. Patience is very valuable in this game. So don't just pull just to pull. All right. Now this one, Brazil, World Warriors, Brazil national team. Okay, both of these transfers from the anniversary tripping me out because it looks like they're gonna give you one very good useful player, one that will be somewhat useful, and then one that is useless completely. And that useless character, I believe the sole purpose of its existence is to just give you the chance of pulling a bad card and wasting your dream balls completely. That's it. Not even for the techniques that they carry, not even for anything else, because this Full Metal Phantom, I think, is already available through another card, I believe. Oh, well, only the Dreamfest one, right? The blue Dreamfest one. So I guess if you still haven't pulled the Full Metal Phantom for the Natureza, but okay. So let's see. Remember, right here, then we have 30, 40, and then 50% chance on step 3, one guaranteed on step 4, but that does not mean that it's one from the banner. Always remember that. When it comes to the 6 steps, step 4 will always have a guaranteed player. However, it's not necessarily one from the banner. And you see here is 80 players available. So the pool is much smaller. That makes it slightly better or easier to be able to pull one of the new cards. Now, one of the things that they've added that they didn't used to do before was on this one, step 5, was a 30% chance to get an SSR. Right? Am I reading that right? 30% chance to get an SSR, and if you do pull an SSR, it's going to be one of these 3. So that's pretty awesome. Before, step 5 was nothing but the step before guaranteeing the one in step 6. But now step 5 becomes actually quite viable as a pull, where you might end up, or at least to assist you in either pulling all 3 from the banner or give you a better chance of pulling the one that you wanted to pull if you haven't pulled them up to step 4. Step 6 will definitely guarantee you then one of the 3. And here we go. So we got Radunga, we got Natureza, and we got Alberto here. The other issue too with these, remember, pay attention to what your team is and what your team needs are. What does your squad need? Radunga is cool, probably the best one out of the banner, but even then they left them Like, what's all this? They only give him recover right here, 50%. Block one special skill. Cancel special skill block. The full body stand helps him, of course. But I mean, really? Only 2 HA? Only 2 hidden skills? It's kind of whack. What's up with that, man? Give him a little bit more. And then the thing too is that it trips me out that the Brazil's supposed to be like, oh, the best team and the most feared and blah blah blah, and all of a sudden they're making the players pretty weak in comparison to a lot of the Japanese players. He's excellent defensively. These are like Couts, DC Couts like stats. And this one right here, he comes with a little bit of everything. But again, he's a little short right here. No auto intercept, no auto anything. And the pass is just alright. But also, do you have enough? If you're gonna pull for Radunga, do you have enough to ability limit release him? That's the other thing you have to keep in mind. Unfortunately for me, I have more players now that make it so that it's almost by obligation. It feels like K-Lab is doing it almost by obligation, forcing you to just pull for the Japanese players. That's where we have the most variety from. That's where we have the most opportunities to raise up players beyond their limit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, so Alberto's pretty cool too. See, he's not too far behind. He's a little lower than Radunga, but not so far behind that he becomes useless. This worries me though. The pass, I don't like that. I think that's rather low for a defender nowadays. And then we have adversity. Now this is gonna help him, but only in matchups. So that means that he does not get that increase in pass if you take the ball and you try and wipe pass your way out of the danger zone. You will not get this 30% advantage. Okay. This one's for the bond, but as you see here, toughness type Rising Sun players, dude. 3 toughness type Rising Sun players. So they're gonna make it a little bit harder now, it seems like. At least they give them auto block and auto intercept, so that's nice. The stamina killer here is cool, but only 10%. They seem to want to refuse to give players that are not from the Japan squad anything too high. At least give them 15, 20%, something like that. It seems like these guys are always limited at like 10%. I don't get it. Okay, recover 70%. That's pretty cool. Considering that he has auto block and auto intercept, that's pretty cool. And then the adversity makes up for these smaller stats compared to Radunga. So that'll help him out. Natureza. Useless all around. That shot stat isn't gonna, that power stat is not enough to help out this very, very poor shot stat. This 30% increase is not gonna be enough. 30% at 13k gives them about 4k roughly. So 4k, about 17k only in shot. And most of the stronger shooters nowadays have 20k up and plus. This guy's at 15. So for sure about 4k, about 19k roughly. But it's still not going to be enough to make up for how low the shot is. The dribble and pass are nice, so I guess you could use this Natureza as a playmaker of sorts. His tackle and intercept are not too shabby, along with the speed and technique, so that he could try and steal the ball as well. However, I mean, he comes with a shot skill for whatever reason on a very low shot stat. This is not, you see, I'm telling you, 10%. They refuse to give him anything else more than 10%. Agility type Rising Sun players, no thank you. Or at least it makes it a little bit more difficult to be able to get the 7% benefit. 30% to stamina killer, alright, that's nice. But if you try and use that against the goalkeeper, the fact that you have a very low shot stat right here is not going to force or obligate any goalkeeper to have to use his strongest catching skill. So this 30% might not, I mean, it'll still do some work, but nah. Dribble range enhance, okay, I guess. And sharp angle shooter. So I'm telling you, you could use him more as a playmaker, but they have him kind of like, they kind of have him set up as a shot taker for whatever reason, even though I don't think that's what this Natureza is for. To me, he's completely useless, and hopefully you do not pull him. if you are pulling in that banner for whatever reason. Okay, Japanese players, another Tsubasa yet again. Another Tsubasa. Same deal with the 6 steps. This Tsubasa is much stronger than the red Dreamfest Tsubasa in terms of overall stats, except for the shooting, except for the shot and the power, unless you're using this. I have not looked into this completely, or at least not all that much, but it seems like it might be bugged or something, because it seems like it's not always activating the 40% here. But according to the stats, with the 40% active, when using this, it's pretty much automatically he's going to score. He becomes the strongest shooter in the game with these conditions met, with the Misaki being within a set range during a matchup, so you can get that 40% increase. And that 40% increase will, holy cow, at 50% it will give you 275 roughly. So at 40% it will give you probably like 250, something like that. So that's still significant, and at 700 and something, that's very hard to stop. So if you pull for this Tsubasa and you're wondering, is he better than the Dreamfest one? Well, again, it's easier to score with the Dream Festival one, and this one I'm hoping, because I am going to pull on the Japanese transfer in this video on my main account and maybe a couple of other accounts. If not, I'll have to save those recordings for another time, but on my main account for sure I will be pulling today. If you have the Dream Festival Tsubasa already, he's already a capable scorer. Until we see what Ken is made of, Tsubasa is still a capable scorer, and this one is more for setting up and taking the ball away. Not so much scoring, although he can, but if you have the Dream Festival one, then you don't necessarily need to pull for the Tsubasa. Me personally, I'm hoping I get 2 of them. 1, so I could pass on the Sky Alpha to my Dreamfest Tsubasa, and 1, well, to have this guy so that I guess when the other one becomes outdated, I could have the newest, better Tsubasa available to me. Now he's pretty good too, because he comes back with Chance Maker, mid and vital area. Okay, they left him at a 10% minimal gain, so it's not too bad. They didn't make him too crazy. But they certainly made him interesting. And let me show you a little bit of how he compares with the other Tsubasa. Okay. I don't want you to think, Nako, you're just talking, but you're not showing me any numbers. Yo, what's up? Back up your stuff. What's up? Well, check it out. You see here, the pass are practically identical, right? The shot a lot stronger for the Dreamfest one. However, look at that power. There's a little bit of a gap right there. Remember, the blue one is right here, the newest Tsubasa. All this blue. He's higher in intercept, higher in speed, higher in technique, higher in dribble. Not the shot, pretty much equal in pass, higher in tackle. The block doesn't matter. So overall, the newest one is better statistically, but it always depends on your team makeup. Always. So there's Tsubasa. Izawa is presumably the best one of the banner. He's well stacked here, very nicely stacked here for defense, tackle, block, and intercept. And he has speed, power, and technique that are like at astronomical levels. That's crazy. It wasn't too long ago that I was complaining about players that were not passing the 10,000 mark threshold. And now look, a year later, we're almost at double that. Almost. His block stat seems a little short. However, he gets some assistance from the shot killer right here, 30%. The only thing is that this guy, I think, compares to DC Couts in terms of stats. So I don't think that if DC Couts isn't able to stop the Dreamfest Tsubasa, I don't know that this Izawa can either. You see, Couts has a slightly higher block, but he has lower power. And the thing with Couts is that he boosts himself up to, I think, 30% against Tsubasa, because like, what does he get? 10% AMs, and then 20% again. Oh, for Insight Master, And even with that 30%, he's still not able to block this shot from Tsubasa, if I recall correctly. So if this Couch can, I don't think this Isawa can either. Yes, he has the power right here, but I don't know that he'll have enough to be able to stop the shot. For sure, he will do well in stealing the ball through tackles and intercept, but I'll have to see how well he does with blocking shots. He comes very nicely too with auto intercept and auto block, both at 80% because of his passive. And for the hidden, I mentioned the shot killer, that's 30%. Recover, okay, 70%, and skill block cancel. So that's cute. He has auto intercept, he has auto block, he has all of this stuff. So Isawa is very good. Good luck if you pull. Aoi, this is the useless player. This is a pretty decent dribble stat. The pass is alright. The tackle is not gonna be that great. The intercept is okay. This is pretty good in the physical side. This is pretty good, but he still falls a little short. Follow would be useful depending on what he has here. Stamina killer 30%. Okay, so this could be annoying. Fiery potential at plus 30%, which seems cute, but then you got this. So that's nice that you get a chance to do more special skills, but then you get to take less advantage of this because of this. You know, this is of course just to help you complete the raid. And then also the useless, well, not useless, but another difficult one to be able to activate. 3 or more skill type rising sun players. So nah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, and this is weird. Why give him such a high block stat? It's not that high in terms of he's not going to be able to stop anybody, but this seems unnecessarily inflated because, well, he doesn't even have a block S-rank skill, and he's just not a capable blocker. He's not. So that's, I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see if I can make a quick comparison with other Aois. In case you still need that Aoi in order to be able to activate the shot for Tsubasa. Let's see where he stacks. These are the two most recently released ones. This one was from before. He was better offensively. As you see, this new one, the unnecessarily increase in block, tackles the same. Intercept is better on the new one. Speed is better on the new one. Power, technique, dribble. So okay, he's a little bit better. The shot, but nobody's gonna use this Aoi to shoot anymore. I don't know if they ever did. The pass stat is better for the Juve Aoi. Now the newest one from next stream, significant increase in tackle. A lot better in intercept. In the physicality aspect, dribble, technique, power, and speed, all of those are a little bit low for this guy. And the pass is, oh wow, the pass is a little bit lower too. Okay, but this next stream Aoi still seems to be one of the better options. One of the better options when it comes to activating the shot on that Tsubasa. So without further ado, that's it for the analysis of all these players. Now I'm going to go ahead and proceed and pull the 6 steps here. So hopefully I get lucky and pull two Tsubasas and 1 Isawa. But I'll settle for one of each. All right. Alright, so before we get into it, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a commentary down below. Let me know if it went well for you. And if you haven't pulled, good luck if you decide to. And now you still have time to wait and decide on what you want to do. So here we go. Step 1 not looking good. It's alright, it's just step 1. Or maybe not. As we expected, as we anticipated. Okay, step 2. Come out. Give me some look. Okay. At least we have the consolation of knowing that we'll take 1 out of 3 in 6 steps. But I hope it's not always. Please. 50%, you're never kind to me. You never are. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're not kind to me here. And of course, you're going to have to give me the confetti animation, which I never, ever believe in. Still don't believe it. I still don't trust it. Okay, I guess we're going to get an SSR whoop-de-whoop. But I didn't expect it to be from the banner. But at this point, from what I've been seeing on some of the pulls, it doesn't even need to flash and you end up getting something. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. Does he have Wrong Isawa, but does he have a useful skill? No. Okay, at least the next one is guaranteed. Step 4, these next 3 are even better. Step 4 guaranteed. Step 5, 30% chance. It does not look good, even though it's guaranteed. And then, well, step 6. Okay. Maybe things turn around here. It was not looking good, but maybe the animation wants to give me hope. I'm not hopeful now. But let's see. You never know. I guess. Freaking game. Okay. Come on, 30%. Come through, please. 1, 2, 3. Could it be? Purple. Black letters. Okay, we get an SSR. So I think so, right? So that means I'm guaranteed one from the banner, right? Okay, guaranteed one. Okay, here we go. Tsubasa Orizawa. Now I won't be too mad here if all of a sudden step 6 gives me another Tsubasa. I'll still be mad if I get an Aoi, but give me that Isawa, or just give me an Isawa and another Tsubasa. Yeah, let's go. Step 6, the guarantee, the last one for the video, the last one for my account for now, till we see the Dream Collection camp coming around, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull on that. Give me more than one. It's not flashing this time. Is it gonna be a dupe? Is it gonna be a Aoi? What's it gonna be? Okay, that's fine. I'll take the dupe. I did mention I did want to dupe, so at least I get the privilege and the chance to pass on this skill to the Dream Festival one. And then when I have no more use for the Dream Festival one, I could possibly move on to this guy. And there we go. I'm satisfied. I didn't get the Isawa. It would have been nice, but this is not bad for me, for my team, for my purposes, for what I wanted. It could have been worse. Could have been just Aoi, and that did not happen. So I'll take. Yeah, let's go. And go Niners. That's right. We took the win, baby. Woo, Boo Eagles. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully you found the information useful. Thank you for your patience while it took me a little while to get started on this one. I think I'll have to record the Spanish one some other day because it's getting late and I got a few things to take care of. But I hope this helps you in making your decisions going forward. Again, reminder, be patient, and don't get all frustrated. Some people I see are pulling also beyond the 6 steps for whatever reason because they really want a certain player. No, man, just pull up to the 6 steps and then that's it. Live with the results. That's it. Okay? Oh well. 2 Tsubasas. Let's go. Please also remember to practice kindness. Let's be respectful. Let's be responsible. Let's be safe. Take care of yourselves and each other. With much love and peace. Till the next one.